Now that we found the vertex, we can go ahead and graph it actually pretty easy. We're going to learn how to use this A. And that A is kind of like the slope. You remember how in, y-intercept form, right? This right here, what's the slope, and it was rise over run or whatever you want to call it, and you go up 1 over 2, whatever it is, right? So that A in front of the X sort of acts like that, okay? So graphing vertex form. Right. And you can pause the video if I'm going too fast, but let me check it out. So let's start with something easy. Example number 1. And I'm gonna make this a little bit more accurate. So I'm gonna go ahead and graph a okay. So it's gonna be y equals to x minus 1 squared plus 2. So again, what is the vertex coordinate? The vertex coordinate is, we're going to switch that, so it becomes positive 1. We're going to keep that, so it's positive 2. So vertex is positive 1, positive 2. Okay, now, from there, we are going to use the A. Okay, now in this case, let me use a different color. The A is right there. Can you see it? No, you can't see it? Maybe you need to look at it with your mind instead of your eyes, because the A is there. And in this case, the A is a 1. Okay, so you're going to make a little T-chart that says X and Y. Okay, and it goes like this: A x squared. Right? So you're going to plug in some numbers starting with 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Okay. So let's do some slopes here. So this is going to be like your slope, sort of. Okay. And this number right here is going to tell you to move to the left and to the right. And this number, the x is going to tell you to move to the left or to the right. And the y is going to tell you to move up if it's positive, or move down if it's negative. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now it's positive. A is positive. So we don't have to worry about that. It's going to go up. So the way we're going to do it is, if we're going to do this on the side, let's go like that and go, okay, right now A is 1 times 1 squared equals 2. So we're going to put 1 here, and 1 times 1 is 1. So we're going to put that 1 here. All right. Let's do another one. B. 1 times 2 squared. Okay. And these numbers going to always be 1, 2, 3. The x is always going to be 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So let's see here. That's going to be 2 times 2 is 4 times 1 is just 4. Okay, and I'll tell you what to do with these numbers in just a second. Let's do a third one. 1 times 3 squared. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9 times 1, still 9. All right, so what does that mean? That means that this number right here, the 1 Let me change colors. So the X tells me to go left and right. Right? So I'm going to take a step here. 1, 2, 3. I mean, one step, one step. Okay, so one step this way, one step that way. So when I take one step this way, which way do I go? Up. Okay, so again, it's going to tell me to go one step this way, one step that way, and then one step up. So I'm going to go up one step. And that's going to give me right there. Those are my next points. Okay. Now, 2 steps. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 4 steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 2 steps this way, 4 steps up. And you always start from the vertex. Okay, from the vertex, 1 step up, 1 step, one step left and right, 1 step up. 2 steps gives me 4 steps. 3 steps, right? 3 steps from the vertex gives me 9 steps up. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, same thing, 9, right? So there you have it. You have this sort of vertex that goes like this. I mean, not this vertex, parabola. And like that, okay? So you find the vertex and then you use the A to know the steps up. Now, what's the difference between that and this? So I'm going to give you the exact same problem, the exact same quadratic form, but this time all I'm going to do is make a negative here. That's it. That's the only thing I'm going to do. In that case, is exactly the same thing, right, as the previous problem. There we go. Okay. Where's the vertex? The vertex is in the exact same place, right? +1, +2. So I'm going to go with +1, +2. But the only difference between that and this is that because these are all negatives, right? So we have the x and y, and this is the same again, 1, 2, and 3. This is the same, 1, 4, and 9, but they're going to be all negatives, right? So we have A, B, and C terms. You have -1 times 1 square, -2, I'm sorry, not -2, -1 times 2 square, -1 times 3 square, and that gives me -1, -4, and -9. So the only difference between this and that is that this one faces down. So it's 1 step this way, 1 step that way, 1 step there, right? 2 steps gives me 4 steps down. Oh, shoot, I messed up. 3 steps gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the only difference between those two. Okay, the only difference is that one goes up, one goes down. But the slope is exactly the same. All right, slope is exactly the same.